Hello everyone, I'm Maddy Smith, and it's that time of the week. We have some awesome guests and awesome topics today. Actually, I don't know if these are awesome. Well, no, these are awesome topics. Yeah, white people are going down in population. That's an awesome topic.
Yes,
yeah.
we did it.
We did it. You know who's shaking in their boots? Bass Pro Shops.
My people.
The marketing team is saying, what do we got? How do we market to the urban
Black
community?
people are wearing Bass Pro Shop hats now.
It is. It's trendy. It's kind of trendy. It's like Carhartt.
So they'll keep it in. Yeah.
Bass Pro Shop knew it was coming. They've been marketing towards POCs
cool
for
black
years
people
now.
wearing
Bass Pro Shops is like the next Supreme.
Yeah,
I think.
totally.
Vineyard Vines, though, they need to work on it.
No one that's not white will ever put on a Vineyard Vines.
Vineyard Vines, Lily Pulitzer. There's a lot of work to be done in the white fashion communities. Good luck to them. Additionally, the reason for the white population declining, a variety of reasons. The birth rate is declining in white populations. I'll tell you, I got a boyfriend and I say, we can't put another white person on this earth. I'm doing my IUD for 50 years. I got the 50-year IUD. I think there's a lot of white guilt, and if white people are together, they're like, we're not adding another one. And then migration. I
was like
I'm reading my own notes.
Sounds like birds are like going extinct. The white migration.
The white migration. People are moving in droves to the south and the west. And I don't know if this is PC, but that's where there's a lot of non-white people. And I think there's a lot of mixing going on there. I say that in the least eugenics way. And also a lot of comics are moving to LA. So we see it. We see it every day.
Seems the opposite. I'm like, get these LA people out of here.
Right? The LA people are coming here. I'm like, you guys
stay I'm here for a few weeks. I'm like, get the fuck.
Few weeks turns into 6 months, and all of a sudden I ain't booked everywhere. So, a little statistic for you guys: the number of people who reported being 2+ races tripled from 9 million to 33.8 million.
Nice.
Approximately 10% of the population.
Wow.
Okay. Metropolitan areas are expanding rapidly, while rural areas are going down rapidly. Yeah,
that was the fear of the Nazis, that white people would mix. Yeah, it's happening.
It's happening.
Big fuck you to Hitler.
Bye. Yeah. We're mixing, bitches.
We're mixing. We're mixologists.
We're fucking everybody.
Everybody.
I want to say, as a person that's mixed, haha. Look at me.
Yeah, I'm Irish and French, so
it's because white people have no actual skills.
Yeah,
like we don't have any evolutionary skills.
I don't know. They do know how to. I'm thinking of something.
Not put spice on food.
They do know how to passive aggressively smile at you.
Yes. We know how to girl boss.
Girl boss, gatekeep,
gaslight.
Girl boss, gatekeep,
yes, gaslight,
microaggressions.
Just calculated personalities. Yeah. It's crazy. So we're gonna talk about that. And our other topic is also along the lines of white women. Metabolism. There's a story, a research came out, everyone's talking about, your metabolism slows down. Research came out that said, actually, your metabolism stays exactly the same between ages 20 and 60.
Love to hear it. So now I know if I get fucking huge, I can blame it on myself and not science. So we're going to talk about metabolism, how we feel about that as women of certain ages. But let's introduce our guest. We have some great segments tonight. Today, your first guest, you know her from being on the pod every week, most weeks, was in Nashville with me. Stuart Fullerton. Oh, it's me.
Recently single, Stuart Fullerton.
Oh my God, I have to tell you the story really quick. I got a Venmo request from a girl I went to college with.
Oh no.
And she just sent me like $30 and was like, get a drink on me. And I'm like, what the hell? I was like, that's so random. Ugh. Then I got this long Instagram message from her. She was like, Stuart, I heard on Maddy's podcast that you're single.
Oh my
Here's
God.
a drink on me. Is that the sweetest
really
thing
nice.
you've ever heard?
And $30. She knows you live in New York.
Exactly.
Thank you, Grace.
It might not have been 30. It might have been like
10. I forget. But it was something, it was a nice little amount.
That's really nice.
Shout out to Grace. She's a sweetheart, fan of the pod.
So again, more people message you than they message me. And this is why Stuart will be a permanent guest from now on.
Aww.
And our new guest, we have, you know her from the podcast Feelin' Asian. You can see her all over the city. Her TikTok is all over the city. Give it up for Youngmi Meyer.
Hi.
What's up, Youngmi? Youngmi, if you guys are not watching and you're listening, she has bright green hair and it looks amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks. I was going to say aggressively single.
Aggressively single.
when you said Venmo request, I thought somebody requested money from you. That's why I was like, no, gross.
Yeah. I thought it was
so sorry.
And then you clarified. I was like, oh, that's nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
A drink. So
Yes.
sweet.
So
Somebody's
nice.
like, now that you're single, send me money.
I know, right? So
Right.
everyone, actually, that's a good, Stuart Fullerton. You guys can get all the money you need. I'm very poor.
Send Stuart money. Don't send me money. I don't need it. I'm on MTV.
Yeah, she's on MTV's Wild 'N Out. She's fine.
She's rich.
I'm blowing up. Youngmi, how are we doing? What's the vibes?
The vibes, I'm excited that white people are going away.
Yeah.
They have been giving me a hard time because I make fun of them on TikTok and they do not like it.
Yeah, I
at
see.
all.
When I go to the comments of your TikToks, it's always like, so you can make fun of us, but we can't make fun of you.
Yes, we live
lot
in a
of
white
that.
supremacist country.
A
So
lot
yes.
of that. Oh, a lot of that, like reverse racism.
Yeah,
blah,
yeah.
blah. Shut
People
up.
don't get it. They don't get it.
I'm excited for white people to go less away because what are you mixed?
I am.
race?
I'm half white, so I can
You're
say
half
that.
white.
I can say that.
But
can-
I
yeah.
do think mixed race people are objectively hotter. That's just true. You know what I mean?
I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna say it, but
I do think that's true. So I'm excited for more hot people in the world.
I think that you might think they're objectively hotter because the networks are putting a lot of hot, diverse people on TV right now.
Yeah.
And we're like, whoa.
I'm also like a pale
Everyone's
redhead, so I'm
hot.
like, to be like a dark skinned, like beautiful, like cool looking person would be amazing.
Yeah.
Is that bad to say?
I'm
Am I
gonna
get
say
canceled?
I'm gonna say something problematic.
Am I gonna get canceled?
I'm gonna join you.
Thank you.
Let's cancel me too. I feel like when I see people that are like interracial relationships, sorry, I'm sitting at the table. A lot of times the white person is like a super gingery, pale white
it's
person,
uglier.
and I'm like, is there something like no, not uglier? Like, there's nothing ugly about being pale or ginger, but like, I'm just
Agree
saying,
to
like,
disagree.
I think a lot of like gingery, pale people are hot though.
It depends.
But like, I think maybe it's like subconscious, like they're trying to get some more flavor.
yes,
Yeah.
they want
Because they're so pale.
exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
See?
I love it. Love to
Yeah.
see it.
A little flavor.
Everyone's gonna get
Little
hotter.
flavor.
Everyone's gonna get hotter, and I'm gonna be a grandma saying, "Back in my day, we were all ugly,
Yeah.
and now you guys."
And now you guys are beautiful. You guys have
You're
cool
welcome.
hair.
Yeah.
It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about the white person thing later. Let's go on to our first segment, which, per usual, is called "Let's Sync Up." All right, so we always like to start the pod with one question just to get us all on the same page, to get our fallopian tubes tied in and not like a pretzel. So we've talked about this a little bit on the pod, actually a lot. Britney Spears, we talked about the Free Britney documentary, and now her dad this week said he would be willing to leave the conservatorship.
Yep,
All right.
it's true.
So today's question is, if you're Britney Spears and your conservatorship is over, what are you going to do with the 60 milli plus that you probably have? What are you going to do?
I want to say something.
Yeah.
I am 3 weeks out of a breakup. I just also got out of a conservatorship. Thank you.
And
I'm free.
Yeah, Drew
Freedom.
was Jamie. Drew was Jamie Spears.
Freedom.
How do you feel? You have just under 60
I have
million.
60 million in debt,
in
more
debt.
so.
Yeah, totally.
From having to move. No, I'm kidding. I got out of a conservatorship recently by being single. I'm free. I feel great. I bet Britney's so excited. I don't know what she's going to do with the money. I'm a little concerned that because she's gotten like popped back up in fame, and I think she didn't want that. But fame
agree.
is, as we know, addictive.
True.
So she said like she wasn't going to perform anymore, but I actually think she's going to take the money and like possibly start performing again.
Yeah.
Maybe she'll get a podcast. Maybe she'll get a show.
But what would you do if
you're Britney?
If I had
Yes.
60 million,
Yeah, we're not hypothesizing here. We're saying, what would you? 60 million and you're Britney Spears.
I would move to like Italy
Yes.
and thrive.
Yeah,
I
I
have
would
a
retire.
kid.
I would retire.
I would
Yeah.
retire as well. I
Yeah.
was thinking go travel the world
Yeah.
Maybe if she still loves performing, she should open like a dance school franchise.
Oh, that'd be good.
Like the Millennium Dance Complex, but it's Britney.
Yes.
And like also invest your money.
It just, I feel like, I don't know, maybe the vibe that I got was that she never wanted to do it. Or maybe it was because she was being forced.
I don't even think she
Remember
knows
those
what she
videos
wants.
like of her performing and she was all like fucked up on drugs and she was like,
yeah. They like had to drug her and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it seemed like she was miserable, but
If I was Britney, I would play it low key.
Okay.
I would say
You're a saver.
Yeah.
You always have been.
I've been in the spotlight for a while.
Yeah.
People have been writing articles about how my social media is ruining my case. Like she posted a video of like her tits or something and people were like, this is ruining your case, Britney. Please stop. Like, what the fuck?
No.
She doesn't even have access to like the internet. So I would actually, I would probably pull up Pamela Anderson and just like get rid of all social media, kind of be low key, make appearances every so often. However, as you have said, fame is addictive.
I know.
So how am I even to say what Britney would do? She is in the spotlight. People are giving her a bunch of love. Who knows if she'll go back to...
I actually think she's going to be addicted to the fame and go back to doing shit.
Yeah.
I actually read recently Sally Field has only been seen like once in the past 2 years. And I was like, iconic. Goals.
A little mystery.
I feel like Britney hated being famous.
She
I don't
actually-
need- I don't think she, like, I don't know. I understand like what you're saying. Like the attention is like, it's so addictive,
Yeah.
but I feel like she would almost like, just remember like those years where she was just like dragged on stage,
Yes.
all like fucked up on drugs.
Fucked
Yeah.
up. And all she wanted was to hang out with her kids.
Yeah,
I know.
and those
And
like
spin.
the, you know, like
Yeah.
the when she shaved her head and some
Yeah.
people were
Yeah.
making fun of her, but she was like honestly being attacked, and she was like, "Please, just everyone just go away."
I know.
So I
Her
feel like
life
she might just like
is a
she might be
nightmare.
okay like hiding.
I think she needs a financial advisor
Yeah.
to make sure her money keeps growing. Although
How do you
16
trust people though? Like, how
know.
do you
But I
trust
have to say,
anyone?
all the people that she's dated, they seem all pretty nice. Like all, I mean, I don't know anything about them. They always seem like himbos.
I
They're
think
like,
she should get back with K-Fed.
no, he's worst. Hey,
But
that's
at the end of
weird.
it, I'll take him over Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, definitely over Justin Timberlake. Yeah, Britney's life is literally an episode of Black Mirror, and I wouldn't wish it
Yeah.
on my worst enemy.
I think I would spend a year in a tropical place.
Yes.
Maybe work at like a fruit stand and people say, are you Britney Spears? She's
You
like,
would work at
no.
a fruit stand with 60 million?
Yeah. I was, just
Humble yourself.
Get back into a little routine,
Yeah.
exercise. And people say, are you Britney Spears?
Yeah. No.
No,
Yeah.
no habla. Yeah.
You'd be
I
like
look
when they saw
her.
the guy from Fresh Prince working at Trader Joe's.
Yes.
Aw.
Yes.
A king.
Remember when he was at Trader Joe's
Yes.
and everyone was like,
Okay.
oh my God.
Yes, I remember. I would play it low key, do a little tropical thing for a year.
Yeah.
Maybe come back. Maybe if I still want to perform, I think I said this before, open a dance studio.
Yes. To teach the children.
Teach girlies. Hey,
Yeah,
teach
she feels like she
girlies.
would love that.
I
Just
think she
like,
would love that.
She loves like feels like she likes being a mom and like
Yeah.
a dance teacher. Like she in another universe she was meant to be like small town dance teacher
Yeah.
vibes, and then something happened and she's like now the biggest pop star in the world. But
Yeah.
They
she was
plucked her.
Yeah.
This is the danger of plucking people and child stars.
I know. I mean, being a child star is literally a curse.
It is.
It truly is. I think I kind of like your idea of just like evacuating. Like
Mm-hmm.
I would buy like a chateau.
Yeah.
Probably. With like a winery.
Yeah.
And like, or a vineyard,
Yes.
and then have like a vineyard, and then I would turn it into a winery. I have a few business ideas, a few Shark Tank ideas, of course, I would invest in.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I maybe would pull a Bethany Frankel and start like
Branding.
branding
Yeah.
and then being like super into charity.
Yeah.
But like in a good way. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's what I would
Definitely.
do in a vineyard.
Yeah.
So Bethany Frankel, but in a vineyard.
Bethany, I would definitely Frankel it up.
I changed my vineyard idea. I think I would do Bethany, full Bethany.
What is the best? I don't know enough about her. So she had that skinny girl margarita and blew up and made $1 bajillion.
She worked her ass off, like
Yeah.
made all these brands. I'm not a huge fan of her. Like she's a little nuts, but now she does like crazy charity work, like next level, like more charity than anyone ever.
She was literally like in Puerto Rico after Hurricane Maria.
Literally, like Trump wasn't even there, and she was there, like
Yeah.
Wow.
giving people like doing the right thing. She's a really So I would probably pull like a charity branding situation. Like
I
her.
like a secret donation.
I love a
I was
secret
reading
donation.
like celebrities, Jeff Bezos, $1 trillion, and then they were like Blake Lively donated $100 million to COVID relief. I was like, and she didn't even do a post about it.
I know. Which
I'm obsessed.
But shocking because Blake is always trying
let
to
me
get up
tell
in
you,
there.
let me tell you though, she's writing that off in her taxes. So
Oh, 1 million, $100
So it's like
million
$100 100 million %. Like, it's not even like, you know, like, because then like people will find out and then they're like, oh, she's so great. And it's like,
I know.
True.
she's not going to ever pay taxes again for the rest of her life.
This
so.
is very true. However,
But good for her.
more charitable than Jeff Bezos.
That's true.
I hate Jeff Bezos.
and
Jeff
Elon
Bezos
Musk.
could do it.
I like a nice
doesn't.
secret donation.
I just gave my son my phone and I took a bunch of sex videos, so I hope he doesn't see them.
Oh my god!
I think I hid them.
You hit them.
Just a little, just
I
a
actually,
little
everyone
single
needs to grow
mom.
up at some time.
I really hope he does not see.
The iPhone.
I hid them. I think I hid. Do you know how to hide things on your
No,
phone?
I was gonna say, is there a way
this
to
a
hide
mom
them?
thing?
There's a hidden
It's a single
folder.
mom thing.
There's a hidden folder.
This is like a hint to anyone that has children and sex. You just push. You just push hide, and it only will be on your device. It won't ever go into the iCloud
Okay.
to their iPads, and then you have to go to the hidden folder. To
Okay,
hide them.
'cause
So I
what-
think I did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, this happens a lot. Like, I'll be like scrolling and then you don't want to see, that's why I don't touch my gay friends' phones. I'm like, I
Literally.
don't need to see that.
And I take the kind of nudes that aren't like nudes. It's just like body checking to see what my body looks like, and it literally
Yeah,
looks like
it's
that Da
almost
Vinci
like-
thing, like really weird, like true
That's
crime.
me too.
Yes,
I'm
and
like,
so
you don't want to see what I'm trying to do with what I'm trying to look at. Yeah.
I'm literally scrolling on the train, and all of a sudden my bush is right there, and I'm like, I have to apologize to everyone there. I'm like, it's not what you think. I have
Yeah.
to make sure that I look skinny that
Exactly.
day. I was about to take a shower, and I felt bloated, and I wanted to see.
Are you a bush person? Bush person, sorry.
lately.
A big bush.
Lately, it helps with my UTIs.
That you guys know what I mean, right? I was like, I don't know what. Oh, what does
George
that mean? It helps with your
Whenever
George
I
W.
fully
Bush.
shave, I get more UTIs because there's
Oh,
not enough
wow.
protection.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The bush keeps
I'm
it-
just a bush pro bush.
You
are?
because I just like it.
yeah,
I like
I'm
how it
on
looks.
fully slippery like a seal. I have no hair.
it helps.
I think that's very common. I think most
Yeah.
people,
Yeah.
most like cishet women now are like that, or
Yeah.
just most
Yeah.
women.
Yeah.
That's super. I think
It's
that's
just
like
what
most
I
of my
prefer.
friends.
I grew up
Yeah.
doing ballet, and we would literally roast the shit out of each other if we had one, because we would wear like leotards and
Wow.
like tights.
You know,
Yeah.
who wouldn't do that? Britney Spears at her studio.
At her dance
She would
studio.
not.
She would say,
She
if
would
you
not.
want pubes, you can have pubes because at the end of the day, we're
everyone
all women
is-
just trying to dance.
But I bet she's slippery like a seal. like
Oh,
me.
1 million.
I think she has like a 2003 era bikini wax where it's like
100%.
there's like a triangle shape. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Probably.
That was
But
big back then.
It was huge back then. Yeah, I'm full. I'm full.
Me too.
And then when I take it all
Congrats.
off, it grows back. It's like all or nothing for me.
I did get laser hair removal in that area,
great.
so it like grows in, but not as like because I used to be. It used to be like machete, you know, like I
mine
can't
is
see. Yeah.
When I stand to the side, it puffs out. Puffs out.
See, no, I don't like that.
Mine does
good
too.
thing we're not
Oh my
fucking.
god. Good thing we're not like
Good thing we're not scissoring. Anything else you would do if you were Britney? I would travel the world.
travel. I have a lot of different ideas.
You know what? I also think she probably.
What?
You know when you like go, you do comedy in other cities and you're there for 2 days and then you're gone. She's probably toured the world, but not in a fun way.
Yeah.
She probably
Yeah.
gets to Italy, has to go on stage, and then
Yeah.
leaves. I would
Yeah.
tour the world and re-see it in ways that she hasn't seen.
Like Lindsay
Yeah.
Lohan. She's just like, I'm living in Greece now.
She's in Mykonos.
Yeah.
She has an accent.
Exactly.
Just go full Lindsay. Although I do think Lindsay's net worth is like $100,000.
Lindsay has like $0.
She has
But the
Nick.
thing is
might
that,
have less money than me.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, people will just let her stay at their house forever. Like
Totally.
Lindsay Lohan staying with me in my mansion. Come on.
I'm
Yeah.
kind of like the Lindsay Lohan of Brooklyn.
You are the Lindsay. Oh my
100%.
God.
Yes.
Everyone's letting me stay at their
Stewart.
houses. I have a weird accent.
You would accent, dancing.
I'm dancing.
Dancing until 3 a.m.
I'm gonna own a business. Actually, okay, with my 60 million, I think I would open up like a club hotel. Like
Okay.
her.
Yeah, that's
That'd be
fun.
cool.
I have a
The
lot of different
Britney's
business
Hotel.
ventures.
I also think it'd be
Villa.
cool to be a bar owner.
Yes.
Maybe she could have a bar in downtown Nashville.
Yes, that
where
would be
Kid
cute.
Rock.
Totally her vibe. I
Yes.
get
That is one of my
I would
business-
go there.
I-
Like
yes.
Dollywood, something like
Dollywood,
that.
yes.
But
Yes.
a bar.
Yeah.
And this is what it comes down to. It's hard to decide when you have that much money. Every
Yeah.
time I envision myself as rich, I'm like, okay, I would for sure have a huge house in LA. But then I'm like, but wait,
I know there's so many different things to
I
do.
could be in the mountains.
Yeah.
I have no. This is what happens.
So, yeah.
Because the three of us kind
But
of
that's
grew
why
up
you
with
have
not a
multiple
lot of money.
properties.
When you think about having multiple properties.
Multiple properties.
You have one house in Palm Springs,
Right.
then you have one in the mountains, like the lake house. You have a Canada little residence, a French house, a French apartment in Paris,
Patty.
Yeah.
A flat.
and then like a Spain villa
Yes.
situation.
Yeah.
That's what you have.
60 million is like so, I mean, not that I would ever know what that feels like, but like that is so little money for rich people. Because I remember once, like sometimes I'll look at Street Easy, and I'm just like, what's the most expensive? And then like the most expensive apartment is like a penthouse, like a 3-bedroom penthouse in Manhattan, and it's $44 million.
Oh my
So it's like a 2,000 square foot apartment. So that's like for rich people, that isn't a lot of money. Some people are just spending that on a fucking apartment.
That's why I'm saying she needs to take 30 to 50, put it away somewhere so that by the end of her life she has enough.
Luckily, her clothes don't look that expensive. So
Yeah, she's definitely
not
an
gonna spend it on
Aeropostale.
shopping.
She's at Aeropostale.
Wet Seal.
Wet Seal.
Wet Seal, Charlotte
She has
Russe.
Wet Seal.
She has
Charlotte
Wet
Russe
Seal
vibes.
I
Some little tiny shorts.
Mango vibes.
Yeah.
I
for sure.
exclusively shop at fucking JeffBezos.com. So
Me too.
I boycott, but I did buy some sunglasses from Amazon recently.
Sometimes you're like, I need something that I'm for sure gonna lose, that I need cheap, and I want to
Yeah.
buy tomorrow.
I know.
And that's
I
where
really try to boycott, but it's hard sometimes.
It's hard. It's hard. Okay, well, that's our first segment. Let's move on to our next segment. Women in STEM are always needed, so this segment is called Weird Science. I came up with it this morning. I saw a fun headline, science related. So I said, let's get into some more science topics. And you know, we're all smart women. Stuart went to musical
I'm
theater
literally
school.
the dumbest science person you've ever met.
I went to community college.
I only went to a community college. I am doing a podcast out of my kitchen. I'm on Wild and Out. I'm stupid as fuck. So let's learn a little bit. So I have 3 headlines, science related, from the past month. And we're going to learn.
Okay.
We're going to learn. Okay.
I'm ready.
So this first headline, well, it's not like a headline. It's a little description. And you have to guess what I'm talking about. Okay?
Okay.
So this was a study recently done. Older rodents showed improved cognition and behavior after receiving a transplant of what from younger rodents? So they were...
Wait, I have a guess.
You do it.
Like poo.
Poop.
Yep.
Yep.
I think I've heard of
Fecal
this.
matter.
Yep.
Yep.
They put it into their.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
They put it into their gut.
Like a colonic
Yep.
opposite the
Gut.
rats.
It's like repopulating their gut flora.
Yeah, the microbiomes.
Oh my God.
So you know,
We're going to have to start doing that.
Stuart hates
They
poop. So
do it to humans. Is that what you're about to say? They do it to humans already.
No.
They've started doing it to humans. They
heard
do,
this.
not yet in this sense, more for IBS treatment and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But this was like an
Rich people
anti-aging
are going to
thing.
start doing this. No, you guys.
We're about to see poop at Whole Foods.
In 10 years, I'm going to be like going to get my colonic plus.
We're gonna be eating our baby's poop. I think.
I heard the
Colonic
story
plus.
where they put it surgically somehow.
Yes.
For somebody that had like severe
So
IBS.
how does young
Yep.
people's poop going? Oh, I really hate this topic.
It's more about the bacteria in the young poop, and then when they put, and you know, gut health is huge right now. It's actually
Yeah.
very trendy. There's a lot of gut health people on TikTok
I
now.
know.
And so in the rats, it showed improved cognitive health and anti-aging
Wow.
benefits.
Wow. Okay. I mean, it's better than being vegan. Okay. I guess.
Actually, yeah, I'll eat poop.
I guess.
I'll eat poop over tofu. I'll tell you
You
that
have to
much.
eat it?
No, they put
No,
it
no,
in
no.
your intestines
Yeah.
Oh my
somehow.
God. I
was imagining like a syringe. I don't even know how it works.
I think with the rats they put it in like a pellet.
Ooh.
I know.
Oh, and they ate it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I went to the GI doctor once because I have a little bit of, it's irregular always. We're women.
Yeah.
We drink. I drink spicy margs
Yeah.
almost every night.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot. And I was like, I need to go to the GI doctor. And she told me that I had to poop in like a jar thing and then close it and then send it to her.
Yeah.
And I couldn't even get that far. I was like, I'm just never
can't.
going
I
to fix
remember
this.
when you
can't.
told me you had
Yeah.
to do the poop, and I never followed up
Because
So
I
you
just
never sent
didn't.
the poop.
I
wouldn't
could
be able
not
to
imagine
either.
putting. I can't do that.
Have you ever pooped in a jar?
When I was a very small kid, when I was like 5,
Yeah.
I like was born in Korea.
Yeah.
And we had physicals at school, and then I remember this very vividly. They asked for us to bring a little poop sample in a plastic bag.
Wow.
As part of our physical. But they gave you like this like medical.
Yeah.
and so we all have to bring it in.
Oh my god!
But I didn't poop into the bag. My mom took it and
she did a little scoop.
I almost threw up literally cat sitting this week because I was just scooping. I literally almost threw up. I was like, I can't do it.
The smell of a litter box. I hate.
I'm never getting a pet after my dog sitting adventure.
I actually agree. I have dog sat before, and when I have to scoop up there, it's warm through the bag. It's warm.
Can we do the next one?
Anyway, yes. So this could be. It's actually promising. We could be 80, and they could anti-age us.
I'll do whatever. I'll eat my placenta. I'll get injected. I'll get vampire facial. I'll do it all. Obviously, I'll do it. I'm not gonna like it, but if they disguise it, I'll do it. Obviously,
I think it'll be like a pellet situation.
Yeah, I'll do it.
It'll be like baby poop pellets.
I'm okay with it.
And we'll take it. I'm actually more into the cognitive thing than the physical.
That's really interesting.
Cognitive decline really freaks me out.
But really, do people really need to live longer? I'm already like, I want to die at 50. Tops.
Every day I wake up, I'm like, I have so much left.
I know. I don't want to keep living on. I don't know why rich people want to do that.
Well, I could see if you're rich because there's a lot of
fun
opportunities.
to live.
It's fun to live.
But aren't they bored and stuff? I thought rich people kind of had it harder because their lives are kind of boring and they're insane.
They always find new ways to thrill. They fuck
Army
people.
Hammer.
They fuck with people. They eat people.
Yeah.
They drink baby's blood.
They put poop in their
options.
Now they're eating poo.
That's why trust fund kids do so many pills because they're already looking to stimulate.
No, totally.
Meanwhile, I'm like, weed is.
I'm like, it's too much.
It makes me nervous.
Sure, it's making me see the spiders. Okay.
Too much. Okay, so this next headline. Scientists have determined that this nut is the toughest to crack.
What?
Literal nuts. They did a study to see which nut's shell.
Hazelnuts are really hard to crack.
Not hazelnuts.
Walnuts?
Walnuts are close. It was a battle between walnut and this nut.
Pecans.
No. Starts with a P, though.
Pistachio.
Yes. Correct.
Oh.
Randomly. You ever get a pistachio at the bottom that hasn't been...
I've broken my nail on a pistachio once.
That's what they said. So these scientists were actually trying to determine if shells of nuts could be used for like helmets for like shock, what's it called?
Shock absorption.
Shock absorbing things if you can use nuts. And they said pistachios have the perfect shell for making new armor and stuff out of because it has like a...
Wow, the diamond of the nut industry.
The diamond. I just snotted on my arm. Sorry about that. But so pistachios.
Wow.
Nice.
People have been breaking their teeth.
The only substance tougher than me is pistachios.
Yes. We're about to see pistachios on earrings.
I love it. Pistachios are really hard to open sometimes. I like a pistachio. They're a great nut.
I think it's
like
the best
them.
nut.
I kind of turn into like a crackhead when I eat them.
Yeah.
I'm like the rats eating the poop. I'm like,
but then you know what's worse when you get the nut meat only pistachios because then it's not fun and then you get bored.
You need something to work for.
I'm bored.
After like 3 handfuls, you're like, I'm over this.
Yeah, you need something to work for.
People who buy that nut only, those shelled pistachios.
Rich people.
That's
what it feels like to be rich.
Yes.
There's no fun because nothing's hard.
Actually,
people are just eating the meat. The nut meat.
I actually 100% agree.
Yeah.
Because when you get, it's like the fun and
What's
the
the
peanuts
point of
too.
living?
There's the fun of.
What's the point of living?
People that buy pistachios without shells are like men who still call their moms, like, and cut their crust off sandwiches.
You will
like,
have sex with them.
Like, don't just grow up.
Yes.
Get a real
Grow
pistachio
up.
like a man.
Grow up.
Harden your fucking hands.
exterior.
Get some calluses.
Get some calluses. Yeah.
My
Be like
God.
John Wayne. Come on.
Yes. Okay, last headline, and then we'll move on to our topics. Okay, this has to do with social hierarchy of animals. So, scientists did a study on this animal and found that animals, okay, it's an animal, and they live in kind of the jungle. Actually, don't know if that's right, but okay, they found that animals in this kind of animal, if they're birthed to moms of a higher status of the breed, their mom's friends will help them in the pack. And
Nepotism.
They'll get nepotism
Wow.
exists within this animal. And animals, the article literally said, animals born to losers have to climb their way up so that they don't become losers like their moms.
Oh my God.
And it's a matriarchal animal.
Lion. Is it?
Not lion, but they're in the movie The Lion King.
I was going to say jaguar.
Hyena.
Hyenas.
Yeah. Hyenas are all losers though. What the fuck?
I know.
they're very
Have you ever
losery.
seen a fucking cool hyena? They fucking suck.
Only Whoopi Goldberg. But
Because she voiced her. I wasn't
that
calling
one was
Whoopi Goldberg.
that hyena was hilarious.
Yes.
But yeah, they have like loser vibes, hyenas.
They do have loser vibes.
Can't hyenas laugh themselves to death?
I don't know.
They can, that's true.
I believe it because
They
they're
can
such
laugh
losers.
relatable AF.
I can laugh myself. Never done that.
I'm
Never
laughing
laughed
at my own joke.
Hyenas.
Sometimes I just crack up with myself.
I actually think they can like
Dude.
laugh themselves to death and like suffocate.
Oh my
I always think
I'm
it's really.
serious.
I believe. I 100% believe that.
That's so
Like,
dramatic.
This is the thing. Like, I feel like I feel bad for animals that have like bad reputations, like
Yeah.
snakes or hyenas,
Yeah.
because like they don't fucking know
I
that
know.
we
They
have no idea.
created this weird
They have
narrative
no
around
idea.
snakes.
I
Like, snakes
actually
are
love
just
snakes.
living, and they're
snakes
like,
are misunderstood.
what do you mean we're evil?
They're
We're just
living.
fucking animals.
I know, and they're the sign of the
I have to
devil.
say though, hyenas vibes are off.
Yeah. Vibes are, and so to
Vibes
be
are catastrophic.
catastrophic vibes with hyenas, and
No.
to be the coolest of the hyenas,
It's
okay.
like not really
That's-
worth it.
It's like to
That's
be
cool,
the
I
star
guess.
jock at a small town school.
But then also,
Yeah,
also
okay.
that like that
Peaked in high
that
school.
fact, that fact makes them more losery. Like you guys have like,
you have nepotism. Like,
yeah,
how do your brains
ew,
even
no
work like
wonder.
kind of like Staten Island Italian vibes, if I'm gonna be honest. You know, like, you know, his mom runs the
His
town.
mom runs the
town.
town. She's
Oh.
that matriarch.
And
She owns
Jerry takes care of Terry.
She owns
Yeah.
the cool nail salon.
yeah, it's like mom
you
people
own
that all
the
take care of
coolest
each other.
nail
Yeah.
salon
It is
in
mom
Staten
people. Yeah.
Island.
They're
It's
giving
so-
each other
That's
envelopes.
embarrassing.
of
It's
cash.
embarrassing. It's actually
That's embarrassing.
Yeah. Isn't it crazy that this exists in animals? And I thought it was just stand-up comedy
Yeah, that is
in Hollywood.
hacks.
Nepotism exists in every society.
I know. Wow. But only hyenas are the animals, or
They just did a specific study on
Wow,
hyenas.
interesting.
Yeah.
I think other animals probably do it too.
Yeah.
yeah, like
But
the
I don't
lions
blame
have,
the.
like,
Yeah, I'm okay with the lions doing it. The hyenas, I'm like, ew.
yeah, it's weird.
You're
It's
all
trying
fucking
hard.
losers.
You're all, go
Stop
eat your
trying so hard.
go eat your kids' poop and reverse your aging. All right, that's our second segment. I learned a little bit.
Yeah,
I learned a little
I'm
bit.
feeling very science forward right now.
Me too. I'm about to drop this fact to a man, and he'll say, "Where'd you learn that?"
Yeah.
You're not supposed to know
You're
that
supposed
kind of
to know
stuff.
that. I know I need these facts because
Oh, God.
I'm dumb about this kind
I
of
would
stuff.
never.
So
I know,
I feel
and
like that's
Stuart
the
won-
thing about being women, though. We
Yeah.
we don't give a shit. We'll listen to that and be like, "That's interesting," and never think about it again. Men collect it,
They
and
collect-
then they
and
say
then they-
shit like this at a bar, and then you're like, "Really? That's
know.
cool."
you have to
Yeah.
know. I've been going on dates with smart people, and it's been stressful. I went on a date with someone that used huge words, and I was like, I don't even.
One time I went on a date with a politics guy, and I
Yes.
feel like they're so.
No,
they're
you
like,
have to know.
this
You have
is
to, I
gonna
studied
sound
before.
so
Libby
bad.
did me. I literally
Yeah.
went on a date with a smart guy, and my friend literally called me and gave me a conference. She sent me talking points. She was like, "This is what's going on."
Oh my God.
I
Can
would
I
like
say
to say
something that's horrible?
Go ahead.
No,
yeah.
go first.
Well, I would just like to say that they have their thing, but then when we talk about like
Then we are
celebrities or
called dumb.
Bravo or like even our girl stuff, they're like, "Bleh."
I know.
I guess you guys could talk for hours.
Don't
It's like,
get me started. Don't get me fucking started. It's so insane. We can't talk about The Bachelor, but you can go on and on about hyenas having moms.
and Mitch McConnell.
I only
Yeah.
talk about like race relations, so it's very awkward all the
Right.
time. I have to say something that's going to sound really bad.
No.
say.
I've literally never met one man that was smarter than me in my life. I'm sorry. And like even the smarty book ones, I'm like, okay, I can see that you are like smarty book smart,
Yeah.
but you're not fucking picking up what I'm putting down.
Yeah.
You're not clever.
They don't-
and you think you're smart because you read a lot of things, like or whatever. And I'm like,
Yeah.
you can't like pick up things quicker. And I'm not saying that I'm smart. I'm just saying men are not smart. I'm
I
sorry.
agree. They're like book smart,
Like,
and
there's something going on there. Yeah, like or
We have
they
a quickness.
or they don't
I call
know.
it getting it. Like we
They don't
get
get
it.
it.
They don't get it.
And they're
if you have
bad
to
at
ask what it
picking up
is, you don't know what it
cues.
is. You
And
know
they're
what I
like
mean?
they're bad at reading the room because they're
Yeah.
always like, I'm talking and I'm smart. Hyenas have a matriarchal society, and I'm like, you okay? You
Yes.
like read information,
and they really
but
can't
it's like
listen, which I
yeah,
think listening
yeah.
is makes you smart. Like being able to
met
like
so
listen and
many
think of a
women that
thought.
are so fucking brilliant,
Brilliant.
and like
Yeah.
just read so many like brilliant books.
Yep.
Like listen to so many like brilliant women, like because like they have to be that smart and then also be able to like sit there and like connect and,
and
listen.
impress IRL.
And
we
like,
have to do
and
it all.
Men can't for some they don't have to, so they never do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're lacking this like entire section of intelligence
Yes.
that
Yeah.
other people have.
Well, their brains
to
actually.
generalize.
This is
Compassion.
actually a science thing I read, and I don't know. I'm gonna sound so fucking dumb right now, but
No,
women's
you're not.
brains
No, you're
actually
not.
connect up
Yeah.
here. There's something.
Yeah.
I gotta. I'll pull up the article and like maybe bring it on next week. But women's brains actually connect in a way, and men's brains do not connect in
Yeah.
a certain way. So like they think of things as like very linear, where
Yeah.
we actually like see we see
Big picture.
context, we see
Yeah.
big picture,
Yeah.
we see oh, that's what maybe they meant. Oh, we pick up not context, subtext.
Yeah.
They see context, we pick up subtext.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
It's very
Yeah.
true.
And
They're-
almost like the smart ones, like the person
Are
you're talking about, are
autistic.
almost more stupid for me. I'm like, oh, I thought you were like a fucking professor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, I get it. You like read a book once, but like, what are you? You're not getting something.
are you?
Where are
Yeah,
you?
they don't have
It's
critical
not
thinking.
here.
I would say read the room is the biggest thing.
Read the room. They can't do it.
It's fascinating.
Yeah.
And I feel like popular male comedians know how to read the room. People are like, wow, he's so good at this.
Yeah.
And it's like
Yeah.
basically what every woman can do.
I know.
In
It's like-
regular life.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like when you're in fear of being murdered all the time, you pick that up
we
real
read
fast.
the room and
Yeah.
we say, hey, I gotta go.
Or like the hyenas.
Yes.
We're like, come on,
I'm a
girls.
loser.
I'm the leader of the society. Come with me. And we leave the men
Watch my
behind.
I agree.
The fact that
100%.
society is so men sucks.
I actually think our editor, Michael, is a very nice man.
Oh, we love Michael.
yeah.
We love Michael. We have an editor. He's surprisingly very good at reading the room.
He
and
totally
just-
reads the room.
I know,
listens. He's.
And I know
you
I
could
just
date
said all
Michael.
that.
You could date Michael. He's 26.
Michael.
He's a boss. He's gonna buy a
he's too-
house.
he's
too
gonna buy a
old
house.
for
He's gonna
me.
buy a house in
I'm just
Nashville.
I'm just, obviously that's like a generalization. There are smart men that
No,
get it.
No, I
they're
was
my
just thinking
friends.
about our Nashville trip and how we talked to so many men.
That
But I
just
was thinking
talked
about
at
Michael.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
They
there's
talk at you and they can't
No.
pick up that you're like on my
I know.
way over here on my
They
lift,
can't-
the driver was like,
Right.
he was like, I used to work at the Cheesecake Factory as a kitchen manager. And I was like, I own a restaurant. And he was
Yeah.
like, well, let me
I
tell
know.
you, let me give you advice. And I was like, why are you as a kitchen manager of fucking Cheesecake Factory telling me, the owner of fucking 4 restaurants,
Michelin
anything?
rated.
anyone normal would be like, oh, what
Anything.
restaurant did you
Like
Anyone
but
normal.
any
Yeah.
woman would be like, oh my
Wait,
god,
what the
like
fuck?
I
Yes.
feel stupid I'm sorry.
Yes.
And he was like
Yeah.
not picking up the fucking basic
Yeah.
ass information,
96% of them
giving
are like
me
that.
advice.
Yeah.
What's going on up here that it's not clicking?
And
it just
even
doesn't
more so,
click.
just realizing you don't want to talk.
Yeah.
and
because you're
I was
not-
literally
yeah.
like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
I also make a lot of points that are very like hot takes.
Yeah.
And they kind of come out of nowhere. And it's hard for me to talk to men sometimes because I'll say something and like I can see they're just not getting it.
Yeah.
And then they're kind of like
Yeah.
interjecting what they think. And I'm like, you have to go with me on this journey. This
Go
take
with
is
me.
it's a leap.
But they
we
get
can do it
upset.
together.
They get
But they
upset.
can't.
This is how I talk to a
They
man.
get
Very
upset.
like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, be ready.
Yeah.
Be ready for what he says. When I talk to Stuart, I'm like,
Well, they also get upset. Like if your hot take is smart, then there's something that they go like, something
wanna
like
naturally
shuts
argue.
down,
Like
or
either
they
one
shut
up
down.
or say shut up and turn around. Yeah.
It's so hard for them to be like, oh my god, that's so interesting. It's so fucking hard for them.
Anyways.
I hate the contrived, like unshocked appearance
Yes.
of men too. Like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, they
Makes
act like
total
they
sense.
know. They
Shut
never
up.
say like, "That's a good point, Stuart." Never.
I've never heard
And
anyone say that.
I've made some
Yeah,
great
their
points.
interactions are so weird when
It's
you're
really weird.
when you're smarter than them. And like, okay, like the first part of what I said is a joke. Obviously, there are men that are smarter than me, but they do act very bad and terrible about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when they're not as smart as me, they are even worse somehow. Like
Yeah.
it's so hard being around men when you're smart. Like
Yeah.
at
And funny.
at any capacity. I'm not
Yeah.
even saying I'm smart. I'm
Yeah.
saying obviously there are men out there that are stupider than I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
And when you're incredibly
So
aware,
hard.
I think a lot of smart women ignore the fact that he's stupider than
Yeah.
her. Anyway,
Anyways,
let's
men are dumb.
speaking of how smart we are, let's smartly discuss our topics. Okay, so last topics of the pod, girlies. You want to talk about white people or our metabolism first?
Oh, let's talk about white people.
Okay, white people are going down.
people.
I mean, they've been going down for a minute.
Yeah.
We saw, I think when I was in college, there was like, National Geographic predicts that white people will be a minority in 50 years, but I didn't think they saw it coming this fast.
I just didn't ever think we would get this far. I mean, we're from Irish stock. We were supposed to just be potatoes.
Yeah.
We got really far, to be honest with you.
You
I'm
made
ready
it.
I'm ready for us to scale back.
We're not
proud
a
of
very
you.
resilient.
We came from
I'm
like
also Irish.
yeah.
Yeah, like, see, I got
the green hair.
This is what white people aren't disappearing. They're just incognito mode.
Yeah,
because there was 3 Irish people sitting here and nobody knew.
And nobody even knew.
Nobody knows because I look super Italian, so no one knows it.
We tried it. We tried it with Marie Antoinette. We tried it with the Renaissance. You know, but those are Italian people white? I don't really know.
50 years ago they were considered slaves. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I think
I'm ready for us to mix it up. I mean, I certainly am not super attracted to white people all the time.
Yeah, all the time.
Like, I'm ready to, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I would not maybe want to have a kid with a white person.
I
don't know.
I just feel like we burn so easily.
We burn in the sun.
Yeah.
We can't even lift shit. We're like skinny but fat. Like,
Skinny
we don't
fat.
Have, we don't have like good like bone structure. A lot of times we have to get facelifts. It's crazy.
Yeah, we have to get lip filler.
We have to get lip fillers.
We have thin fucking lip, flat asses.
Yeah,
the lip filler is a little out of control. I'm gonna say the white women lip filler. Y'all, I mean, not obviously not you two. The people that
I'm getting lip fillers.
I don't have anything against plastic surgery at all. But I'm like, it's gone to this level.
There's
where it's
a lot of filler.
No,
and you cool it.
Everyone has it, and a lot of the Botox. And we don't know I'm all for everyone getting Botox, and I'm sure everyone will be fine, but we do need to be careful. We can't just keep doing it like crazy.
I 100% agree. We don't know the effects yet of it. We don't know the effects. Also, this like whole preventative Botox thing.
That was such a fucking scam.
Yeah, we don't know the effects of like what that will do just for your natural ligaments later in life, and we're all injecting ourselves. Also, it's a fuck ton of money.
Also, it's expensive.
At the end of the day.
I know, the Botox thing. I mean, I'm not shading Botox. Of course, everyone get Botox. It's amazing. But for me, it's like you can't really notice a difference enough for me to pay $200 to $400
I'm not that worried about my forehead.
Yeah, wait till we're older and then we can just suck it all up.
Yeah. I think with poop.
We'll just get the poop injection.
I'm waiting for the poop injection.
Yeah, exactly.
We're not going to get the botulism. We're going to get the poop.
If someone asks if you're going to get surgery, you should be like, I'm actually waiting for the poop injection.
I'm waiting for the poop renaissance.
Have you heard? Okay.
To come around.
Yeah.
Feces in my face.
Yeah, I'm excited for less white people. I think we'll do it. I mean, a lot of us aren't taking the vaccine, so that'll be a lot of us gone.
Wait, Maddie, weren't you saying it's because they're like mixing with other people though? Mm-hmm. So it's not. They're not going away. We're going incognito, ladies.
Yeah, incognito.
We're going underground.
Ghost mode.
It's
ghost mode.
When you look into the stats, it's more people are reporting their mix.
Yeah. Literally ghost mode because we're white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a ghost.
Well, I mean,
Stuart's here with the puns today.
Sorry.
Yeah, so it's more of a mixed thing, and it's more like everyone who's like liberals is going to the cities.
Yeah.
So it's actually gonna the divide in our country is about to be strong as fuck.
The world's ending. We can't even.
The vaccine rate is literally 50-50.
Wow.
And the people in the rural towns are going to stay white. Mm-hmm. Although if everyone's moving to the cities, ultimately, I don't know. Our land's just going to,
I don't really know. There's some situations in like Arkansas. I know like really poor white people in Arkansas that are married to a black person and are still racist. Like there's just like so much stuff happening. Like there's just who knows what's happening.
The weird, well, like just being biracial, it's weird that people assume that if you marry somebody outside your race, automatically you're just like not racist anymore.
Yeah,
like,
that's not the case.
That's not at all what the case is.
Yeah, you could marry that person and have no discussion about race.
Yeah.
And that guy could, if he marries an Asian, could be like, yeah, but she's not like Asian.
Exactly.
Say stuff like
some
that.
weird shit.
Weird shit.
On our podcast, we had this like the last episode where we did a relationship episode, and we were just like, send us your questions or whatever, and we got so much like feedback from people in interracial relationships. Yeah. And there's so many messages from Asian women, the majority with white husbands.
The tech boys.
What did they say?
And they were like, and one of them was like, oh, my husband and I are arguing because he didn't think the Atlanta shootings were racially motivated. I was like, I cannot believe you got that far, married somebody, and you have not fucking talked about this shit.
Yeah,
I was like,
know.
Divorce? Like,
I know. Well, there's a huge problem with
so
like the
many
fetishism
people
too.
marry each other, and then they don't really talk about it.
I also think a big thing is there's like a big like high suppressing of your identity and form fitting for your significant other, and then all of a sudden something like that happens and you're like, let's talk about this, and he's like, well, you never talked about this before, so like why would I think it's bad?
Yeah, that's why I never all I ever talk about. So
Yeah.
it's
So
like
that
if I'm going
no.
on a date with someone, it's
Yeah.
just like there's no way that you're gonna say anything fucked up and like this is
Yeah,
gonna go anywhere.
Listen,
Yeah.
and people wonder why I bring up the potato famine every day. It's because I
What we went through,
What we went
was the worst thing that's ever happened
Worst
on
thing.
planet Earth.
There were no snakes.
I do think like the white people thing is interesting. I don't think it's like woohoo progress. I
Yeah,
think there's a
yeah.
lot of combos that aren't happening still.
Yeah, but it is funny that the white people going away.
Yeah.
Ghost mode.
Ghost mode.
Also, like Hispanics just have a lot of babies.
Yeah.
That was in the report. That's not me
Oh,
saying
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
They said white people less
Oh,
and
that's
less.
why the numbers like that number is so
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Hispanics are so fertile. They're lucky.
Statistics are
Us
so
white
weird.
women have to like
Weird.
shoot shit up our ass to have kids
Yeah.
these days. I'm serious.
We have to get BBLs to have kids.
Literally.
It's horrifying.
Yeah, we have to like do all that shit.
Do you guys think that less white people will change the landscapes of politics?
No.
I don't know. Like I was saying before, like that could not I don't know.
Yeah.
There's still. I think education is the most important thing.
Yeah.
And as we said, we're smarter than everyone, and everyone else is dumb.
I think there's just
I
going
don't
to be
think so.
more like boundary redrawings, like gerrymandering.
I honestly, I'm like,
Yeah.
can't we? No, I don't want to say something really stupid.
What?
I'm just like,
we've already dug
let's
ourselves.
just do another civil war.
Between us and who?
Just break up the states. I'm like, we don't
Yeah.
need to all be together. I don't need to be with the Texas people at all times.
Yeah, but Austin.
But
No, I'm kidding.
Austin's so cool. Austin is like Brooklyn with a car, and if one more person
Brooklyn with a car.
tells me that it's amazing, I'm gonna shoot myself.
A car and queso.
A car and good food, but it's hot
Yes.
as fuck there.
It's hot as fuck. I'm not hungry when I'm hot.
You're not. I went
Yeah.
to Austin once. I couldn't even eat the good
I've
food
never
because
been
it was so hot.
I've never been to Austin, but there is a guy that lives there that works at the Trader Joe's that sends me dick pics and dick videos all the time.
Wait, we need to go take a
and
camera and
he
meet
has
him.
the largest, most.
We should go
we
meet
need
him.
to go.
I know. I've been like threatening to do that. I
We
threatened
need to
him.
go to Austin.
What's he say?
He's like, yeah, come by, and I'm like, I'm not gonna go. This guy's working.
I'll watch me now. You go to Austin.
Yeah, he can stay here and play on the
Mino
iPad.
can be another again. The first.
Yeah,
Our
and we'll-
first male guest.
We'll say, hey, Mino.
That's the only thing I know about Austin. I don't
Yeah.
really, I don't like keep up with the comedy scenes. I know people are going there, but I don't know why.
We're right.
there, and it's
yeah.
a tax situation as well.
Oh, I see.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Yeah. And Texas is just Texas is about to get fucked by all of us going there. Like it
know.
sucks.
We're gonna
And their
vote
rent is so
blue.
high, and then people are like working New York level paying jobs from here and then going there and fucking up their rent. I feel so sorry for the people of Austin and Denver.
Actually,
Wow.
yeah,
their rent is
Denver,
about
too.
to get fucked.
They're getting
up.
white people are getting gentrified by rich white people.
White
By
people are
other
getting-
white people.
They're getting a taste of their own medicine.
Exactly, by people that want to go to breweries and ski and have dogs.
They have it in Portland, Oregon,
Also,
too.
the
yeah.
dog situation. Can I say something really quick?
Yes.
Yeah.
The dog situation in America. Do you have a dog?
I do. Well,
The dog situation in America is insane.
I think white people are weird about their dogs. I think that
Everyone
all
has
the
a
time.
dog now, and it's like, this is too many dogs. And they're coming
Oh,
to my
that's what you
restaurant,
mean.
making me pour them water, and I'm like,
I also think a lot of people got dogs during the pandemic. And they were like, this is forever. And then
I've
all of a
had a
sudden
dog.
stuff opened.
Yeah.
yeah.
Now they're just like, well, just throw the dog away.
And
Yeah.
they bring it into restaurants.
But it's going to be a crisis at some point. Did you guys know actually there was a crisis in LA after Paris Hilton had her chihuahuas?
Oh, I heard
all
that.
these young rich girls went and bought all these
what?
chihuahuas.
She still has that
and then
kind
they
of
got rid of it.
This was back in the
back in the
day.
day. I
They
thought
then
rid
they
of the
couldn't take care of the
chihuahuas.
chihuahuas, and
Yeah.
so they
They're
just got rid of them.
I have a chihuahua.
So there's like billions of chihuahuas that you can just get from shelters, from like the Paris Hilton, like boom. And the same thing's gonna happen with
Yeah.
French bulldogs.
All the shelter dogs in California are like chihuahuas or
Really?
chihuahua mixes. I
Yeah,
think
because
to this
people
day.
out there get the little Louis Vuitton and then
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
like, wait, I don't want this anymore.
yeah, and then they're like, I'll just
Yeah.
get rid of it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
They're like fish to them.
You can get like you would go to. I
Data
lived in
fish, yeah.
California like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and like you could go to the shelter just like mostly be chihuahuas.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
I have
Wow.
a chihuahua now.
How long have you had your chihuahua?
8 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she's great though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I love dogs. I obviously want a dog, but I'm just like the dog.
I just think-
everyone has a fucking dog.
But
now.
after before the pandemic, I never took her anywhere because
Yeah.
like the rules were so strict.
Yeah.
But then they sort of loosened up. Now I just bring her everywhere,
Yeah.
and I'm one of those. Like, she drinks out of my water
Yes.
glass, and I'm just always scared that someone's gonna make fun of me. But I'm
No,
like,
because it's so normal.
No, that happens all the time
Okay.
at my restaurant.
I do
People
that.
literally give the, but then they make me get them another glass, and I'm like, no, you put your dog's nasty. Like, now I have to go make 4
I drink.
trips.
No, I
Yeah.
drink out of the same cup. I don't care.
Yeah, I like that. I
Whatever.
like that.
Whatever.
She's licking my mouth all the time.
All the time.
I don't care.
It's
Like, you know,
fine.
I used to eat cereal while my cat licked the milk out of it.
yeah,
I'm like, I gotta go to school.
I do that.
It's
I
whatever.
actually don't let dogs lick in my mouth, but
That's me being more white than you.
I was gonna say that's
It's a
your
white
Irish
thing.
side.
Yeah,
That's your Irish side
I'm
coming
half
out.
white. I told you. I told you I'm white.
At Wild and Out, one of the running jokes is white people kiss their dogs on the mouth.
Yeah.
And I'm like, excuse me, it's my cat. Okay, last topic of today. White people, we'll see what happens. Metabolism, guys.
white people, we'll see what happens.
We'll keep you posted. And then finally, new research on metabolism. So for years, I've had older moms saying, "Good luck, girls. When you hit 30, it's all over." And now we're finding out your metabolism does not change from age 20 to 60.
That's crazy. I mean, all the stuff that they told us is completely wrong. All the stuff our mom said was weird and random.
Everything's weird and random. Yeah.
I also think like the weight thing, I feel like people just say random shit about weight. They're like, birth control makes you gain weight. Lexapro makes you gain weight. And it's like, wait, at some point, like, what's the truth or not? And I feel the same thing about metabolism. I feel like people maybe just needed the excuse. Like,
Yeah, people
my
love an excuse.
metabolism.
I think, yeah.
Go ahead.
I was
yeah.
say, like, I think that's like true for maybe certain people, but it's not
Yeah.
like an umbrella for everybody. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I could see like somebody gaining weight from like Lexapro or something like that, but it's not always the case.
Right.
I always think
And the
like I
metabolism,
also
yeah.
think like the Lexapro thing. When I got on it, you're like it literally makes you less anxious. So you're
then-
just chilling.
And then you just eat a little bit more because you're like,
Yeah.
I'm vibing.
And I also think when people get on a drug like birth control or Lexapro, they eat more.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, I'm gaining weight. And then
Yeah.
you eat more because you are gaining weight. I think people prophesy it
Yeah.
for themselves.
Oh,
I
I
think
see.
when women turn 30, they're like, oh boy, my
I'm
hot
30
years are
now.
over. Blah.
Exactly.
Not blaming at all. But when I first got on Lexapro, I was
Yeah.
like, I'm about to gain weight, motherfucker.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Totally.
I-
Wait, say what you were going to say about.
Oh, being a mom?
Yes.
Because like when I was a kid, all the women were like, well, after you have kids, it's done for your
Never
body.
bounce back.
You're going to look like shit. And like, I don't know. After I had a kid, I became thinner and I never really gained. I never went back to the weight I was before I gave birth.
Yeah.
And also that's most of my friends that have kids.
Yeah.
Because like for me personally, I think the reason is because I am just like constantly just like
Doing stuff.
running around.
Yeah. And you're not thinking about yourself at all. You're
Yeah.
like, just eat, you take like a bite off of, and then you run.
Yeah, and I think there's like maybe even I don't even know, maybe like a hormonal difference in my body. Like I'm way more freaked out than I used to be because I think your brain kind of changes because you're always like alert. you
Yeah.
know? And I think that has maybe led to me being like more like
Right.
like that all the time, which
Yes.
might mean for some people that makes them gain weight because they're anxious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people stress
So,
eat.
yeah, but
Yeah.
like that in my experience, I haven't personally seen that in my life for me or my friends. So I
Yeah.
don't really know what, but obviously there are people that gain weight and can't lose it after having kids. So like,
Right.
I'm not going to be like, but you know, it's like the metabolism thing. It's like, there's like always like this, we all were told this one thing, but
thing.
I
now
know.
that we're older, we're like, is
Wait,
it?
is that even true?
Is that true? Yeah.
I
Right.
used to work at a gym.
Yeah.
And moms would come, like, moms would be so ripped there. Like, the
Yeah.
moms are the most ripped people
Yeah.
at the gym. And one of them once said to me, like, I can work out so much harder, like, after I gave birth.
Oh, really?
Like, just because I
Whoa.
went through like the worst pain
Yeah.
ever, and now I'm like a fucking beast.
Yeah.
One of them said that to me once, and I was like, I love that.
I do feel a lot stronger.
Wow.
Like you're strong. Like you already gave birth, you can get through anything. You can like
'Cause,
run
yeah.
10 miles, run a marathon. A lot of moms
Yeah.
run marathons.
Yeah, like the
They do,
first
yeah.
3 years of my son's life, I was just like holding him the entire time.
Yeah, you're like, yeah.
So I'm just like, I feel like there's like this like baseline of
Yeah.
muscle that I just did not have before
Yeah.
that. Do you know what I mean?
stronger.
Very
Yeah.
interesting.
Moms are strong. Strong mom.
And you are strong. Don't even say you think you're strong. You,
You are strong.
It's like
You
the
are
pink. I have the pink dumbbells, mom bells.
Yeah. Mom
Yes.
juice.
I am excited by this news though, because I
Yeah.
feel like
It puts my mind at ease.
Yeah, I have a lot of regret about my 20s. I was a little thicker. for
We
a
get
while.
hotter every year.
I think I get hotter every year. Every month I
Every week.
I
Yeah.
get closer to Kendall Jenner.
Were you in your 30s? Or either of you in your... No.
29.
I'm 28.
So I am in my... I look so much better in my 30s than my 20s.
Oh, 30s?
Night
it's going to
and
be
day.
over for you guys. I'm going to be a 10 when I'm a 30.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a 30. When I'm
I'm
30, 30 out of 30.
30 under 30.
I also think like different lifestyles. We're city gals. We're running.
No, we're city gals. That's
Shows
the
at
thing
night.
about the moms. Like,
Yeah.
I know moms in the South probably that like drive and then
just
they get
drive.
depressed and then they hate their lives.
Yeah,
and they,
that's
in
a really
the
good point.
suburbs, your only thing is food and wine.
exactly.
Yeah.
So that's where that.
And then your kid, you're just like with your kids in your house and they're in the
Yeah.
backyard. You're not
Exactly.
like carrying them
You're
up
not, like-
5 flights of stairs.
I
We
know.
did the other
Exactly.
day. Yeah.
I
Exactly.
really think the suburbs are making people massive.
That's just like the lifestyle.
and there's no like intuitive eating. It's just like, yep, I'm sad. I'm consuming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's not like in Europe.
Oh my God.
35-year-old Parisian
They're
women
just
are like, just
happy,
you
they're,
vape.
Like,
That's a
they
good point.
walk.
Yeah,
they
they're
like
the
have
same
dinner
size their whole
parties.
life.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that, you know what I was thinking, but this is really off topic, but I was thinking about how boring the suburbs are also making people like really weirdly into politics. Because like
Yes.
there's nothing fun happening.
Yeah.
Like for all these Trump supporter people.
It's something fun.
And then they're like looking at Fox News and they're getting angry.
Yeah.
And that feels fun. It feels like
Yeah.
something.
That's very true.
Because like a lot of those people, like their hobby is Fox News.
Well, and
Like they
fighting
don't
is
have
natural,
And
kind
identity.
of.
And
yeah,
identity.
and you need to like in New
Yeah.
York, you're always fucking fighting somebody.
Yeah, always.
Like any moment you're gonna like scream
Yeah.
at somebody.
Yeah.
And you're
It's
getting
also-
that energy out.
I agree. It's also identity building for them.
Yeah.
Because they're like, well, my friend lives in the city. She thinks she's
Identity
cooler
building
than me.
for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
And they're in the suburbs. They're like, well, Trump said that. I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, and people need that. Like we need to like we feel like
People wanna
we're
fight.
comedians.
Yeah.
And that's like our identity and we belong in this like niche, you know? But if you're just like in the potato suburbs with nothing going on,
Yeah.
you need to like feel a belonging.
I mean, that's like,
in some
I mean,
way.
that's literally why Facebook ruined our country.
Is that is that classist that I said that?
I don't know. But
like
we don't care.
ruralist,
Don't cancel
suburbanist.
us.
No. If you guys are listening, listen. We're open minded. We're having an intellectual conversation.
Are we Joe
Three women-
Rogan right now? Like,
I think this is Joe Rogan and Shane Gillis talking. I'm just trying to think of
Hour
this-
3, we said some
yeah,
fucked
hour
up
3.
shit.
5 hours later. we're
Maybe if
doing
we
not
do
funny at
go
all.
for like 2 hours, we will start saying things that are. I already told men that I'm smarter than all of them.
Yeah.
And
We're
I
sounding
hate
Shane
white
Gillis-y.
people.
We have a large women audience, so don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah. I really think the suburbs is ruining people's
I agree.
physical health.
Yeah.
Oh, but did you see that article? It said that it's called like a non-place because of capitalism. Like in the suburbs, there's no longer like a place. Like back from like hundreds of years ago, we would always like get to hang out in like city center where you just meet people.
Yeah.
You don't go to buy stuff. You just go there and like the
No,
center.
but the suburbs, it's just like a Costco.
They
and
have
like
no
a church,
place
and
where
then-
you
They
can
don't have
meet.
a dance hall.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have no community.
Yeah.
No teen center.
And even
only-
the churches are getting weird.
Churches
No
are
one
over.
goes
Churches
to
are over.
church. Yeah.
You heard it here first.
Church-
Churches
I
are
mean, the
so last
people there
year.
are getting really weird,
Yeah.
so nobody
It's all
wants to
about
go
Soul
there.
Cycle.
Yeah,
Soul Cycle
Soul
is-
Cycle.
is
New
the
church.
place, but there's no place for like family gatherings.
Totally.
Yeah.
The
Make-
pool.
the pool.
The pool. The pool. The Williamsburg pool that I'm at is always popping.
It is actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
So weird times.
Weird times.
But I'm excited about this news. It says after 60 is when it really falls off. But after 60 is like when I'm going to be eating like a motherfucker.
Yeah. I know my grandma looks
20 to
great,
60.
and she's like 80.
Yeah.
So
Those skinny ass grandmas, some of them are skinny.
yeah.
A lot of them are skinny.
Yeah.
Mine was pretty thick.
Yeah.
Like big titties. Yeah.
Juicy,
But
milky.
she was happy. She said that. I think anything shouldn't be a concern. I think having the same size your entire life is the best thing you could do for your body.
Yes, but it's very hard to do. I'm a
No,
fluctuator.
I've,
really?
I've looked 7 different ways. This is why no one recognizes me from college.
I know.
So I'm like, hello,
Yeah.
I'm right in front of you. But I've been so many different weights. So yeah.
I feel, I don't know. I honestly have an eating disorder, so I can never weigh myself, so I have no idea.
So you know,
I don't-
I don't know how much I weigh.
I could
I have
guess.
not.
Beginning of quarantine,
I'm
I
not
did the
known
weighing
since,
myself
like,
every
20
day,
years.
and it turned me
No,
to
you can't weigh
an
yourself.
insane
I
person.
literally can't. I like when I go to the doctor's office, I have to tell them not to tell me because I've like it will whatever the number is, it will ruin my life.
I do the
so
same thing.
I can't like.
And she's like, you're not the only one.
I always peek though, and then I'm like, but my shoe's right. And then the girl's like, chill.
I am.
I'm like, these are heavy shoes. I'm wearing cowboy boots.
I'm wearing
I'm
boots.
wearing earrings today.
I'm wearing earrings.
And the jeans.
It's all muscle.
The
I'm always
jeans
like,
are
it's all
heavy.
muscle.
The jeans are like 5 pounds. Shoes are
Yes.
like 20.
Hair.
So literally I'm 115.
Hair.
I take a couple off for my lip fillers.
My lip fillers.
Yeah.
I've had 1,
Yeah.
2 CCMs.
Yeah. No, I was at the beginning of
Your
quarantine.
tattoos weigh a little more.
Yeah. I can't with the scale.
I can't. I just
can't.
literally can't.
No,
I've known myself. I know myself. I haven't looked at my weight in probably 20 years.
I think that's the
since
way
I
to
was
go.
like a 16-year-old.
That's
the way to go.
Yep. I think it's all about feeling skinny.
I'm skinny.
Feeling skinny. Okay, I think that's our pod.
That's our pod.
How do we feel, guys? I feel successful.
Feel
we talked about
successful.
some science topics.
Yeah.
And thank you for being here. Where can we find both of you?
You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and everything at Stuart and Chill.
You can find me at YM Mayor, TikTok Young Me Mayor, and my podcast is Feeling Asian Podcast.
Definitely check it out. And if you guys are watching, thank you for being on Patreon or watching on YouTube. Join the Patreon, patreon.com/Maddy Smith. I got some dates coming up in the fall. So keep in tune. Follow me on Instagram. So Maddy Smith. Bye, bitches.
Bye.